good feel. So good to get a win. 3 division road wins, that's pretty sweet. And try to have a quick turnaround, get ready for Cleveland.
It was 8 minutes and 47 seconds, Tom. It was the longest opening touchdown drive by any team this season. So
good.
Talk us through what you were thinking in terms of trying to execute that drive as you went down the field.
It was a good balance, different kind of distributions of the ball and so forth. And, you know, big guys did a good job up front kind of running it. We had some good passes in there. And it's just good execution. So good execution is what you need, and especially to sustain long drives. And that was a good one to start the game.
Tom, does your defense continue to just amaze you each and every week when they go out and hit shutouts like this?
They're playing great. They're just playing great football. They're doing a great job. They cover, rush, stop the run, make critical plays. So they're just, it's awesome to watch.
Sam was mic'd up and he was caught on camera saying he was seeing ghosts out there. Number one, can you relate to that facing your own defense and also being a young quarterback in this league?
I think our offense has plenty to worry about, so I'm not worried about what they think. Or our offense has got to do a better job, and that's what I'm thinking about.
Tom,
Last one.
What's your comfort level right now with Jacoby Myers and seemingly going to him in some pretty big spots?
He's done a great job taking advantage of his opportunity, and keep throwing it to him. He does a good job getting open, and try to just keep throwing to the open guy. So thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Quick one right there. Quarterback, not totally, I don't want to say content with the outcome, but I thought it was a great start. Really good first half. Firing that second half, he was getting hit late. I think there were a couple possessions, punt, interception off the deflection, and then the punt. Your take.
Very quick here. I think they want to get back. So, you know,
that's a big part.
They want to get this thing rolling. I thought Tom beginning the game late. Nice statement from Bill Belichick. He wants to keep the pedal to the metal and finish. But I thought the first drive to me was actually the story of the game. We could talk. Defense was great, right? And they have been great all season. Tom Brady said before the game to Randy Moss on ESPN, look, our defense has been the story for the first 6 games. I'm frustrated, he said, offensively, that we haven't been able to reach that level. I thought the first drives, though, they reached that level. They set the tone for the game and complemented that great defense.
Some good takeaways. I know they weren't very diverse. Really one operating group out there. They retooled the tight end position throughout the course of the week. Tom Litz and Ben Watson. Good to see Ben get out there, get some catches. First catch since the 09 divisional game against the Ravens. But how about the kid, Jacoby Myers? I think 5 catches, 47 yards, conversion on 3rd down. Brady went to him early. He started to read things and he plucks the football. He's not like a rookie and lets it come in his body.
I think a game like this is so big for him and his confidence because on that first drive, though, they basically had 2 personnel groupings to start out. They had 2 tight ends, the 2 guys they signed this past week, Benjamin Watson and Eric Tomlinson. And they had the 4 wide receiver package with Edelman, Dorsett, and Myers as the 3, and Gunnar Olszewski as the 4. We had 2 undrafted free agents with Myers being the guy there, the number 3 guy. He really delivered for them tonight. I think he's one of the stars of the game.
I know you're busy. Last one for you here. Knowing how protective this team is of their players, of their coaches, and what you see here, when you say your stays here, the Jets organization allowing Sam Darnold had a bad night. All quarterbacks have bad nights. But to allow that type of audio to be permeated through the sidelines, and I'm seeing ghosts. Not a smart decision by the Jets. Fair to say, is that on Gase?
I mean, I think that's more of an ESPN thing, right? So, I mean, they got the mics over there, and these mics pick up everything. They pick up the audibles. I can't really put that on the Jets as much as.
I think you know the Patriots sideline and who controls that.
We didn't hear much of that. Although you saw the shot of Belichick when they're up 24-0. He's coaching very hard, right? So I think you saw the contrast there. On one side, Belichick still getting that defense huddled around him when they're up 24-0, coaching them hard. Sam Darnold saying, I'm seeing ghosts. I can't think of a bigger compliment to a defense than what you heard Sam Darnold say. And that's something that will follow him, though, that could be devastating if you write that later going forward.
And I think the big thing too, the leadership from the captains, guys like Devin McCourty, third quarter, fourth quarter, games in hand, scores out of range. Still bringing it each and every play where we've seen it in other years where they would give up, or they would score a lot of points, get up on teams. There would be 2 or 3 big plays the team would have, like up in Buffalo, get back into the game. They're really blanket people, and I think they wanted that goose egg tonight defensively.
They did, and the mentality of just don't relent. Defensively, we've seen it all year. I thought Tom specifically on offense was doing that when we heard the referee's microphone was on, right? And he had a penalty, and he said, he's right there! And, you're up, 31-0 at that time. So he wants it, and he's setting the tone for everyone else, saying, we're not letting them get back in this game.
Sorry, on Twitter the other night, you hit Rick Springfield, what you make of that concert. Also, Richard Marks was there in commendation. As we found out, Mike Reese, big
Where's
Richard Marks.
Lemon? Where's
Why don't
Lemon?
you hold on to the night? Get out of here. You gotta do your job. Steve, back to you guys.
I'm gonna do one more hit if they need it. And I will sneak to the locker room.
Yeah, just through Belichick. Terry, they want to break before Bill. If they can, they'll try.
I'll be back.
Jack, you wanted to break before Bill, right?
Like it.
No, understood.
But I mean, it's about. No, I mean, it was definitely.
Oh, that's not. Put this together. Check. Okay. Jackie, how long's your show here? You're out? Yeah, when you back? I'm going back tomorrow. All right, Fleming needs to get possible, they don't listen to possible, they're checks if they're ready. All right. So for now. They're saying hustle, they want to hold. Yeah. You ready for Bill? Yep.
How much of a focus was there, James, on getting off the fast start, given what's happened the last 2 games?
It was very important. It's never easy coming up here, playing against them. It's always a tough football game. This is offense, defense, special teams. We wanted to get out on a fast start, and I think we did that. We just tried to keep the momentum going.
How hard is it to put together 16 plays? I mean,
Yeah, it's definitely not easy, for sure. Had some good plays, had some tough plays. We were able to overcome, made some good plays on third down, things of that nature. So it was a good drive for us, and it's a great way to start the game.
How determined were you guys to score on the opening drive, knowing that you've had some offensive struggles this year, James?
We just thought it'd be very good for us to score on that first drive. Like you said, when you get that momentum going, you just build a little confidence and you kind of ride that wave throughout the rest of the game. So it was a good start for us, and we kept it going. Kind of had a little lull in the second half, but like I said, it was a good performance by us versus a division team. It's never easy.
James, after you score on the first drive, do you feel a little extra confidence considering you can give it to your defense and they can basically hold the team to a shutout?
You definitely build confidence. But just because you score on the first drive doesn't mean the second one's going to be easy. So you got to be just as locked in, and however many plays it takes to score, you got to try and do it again. But our defense, they've been having our back all year long. Those guys have been playing great, making it tough for opposing team offenses. So, hats off to them.
1 week it's Brandon Bolden, tonight it's Sony with 3 touchdowns. How versatile is your running back room right now?
We have a good group of guys. Everybody can catch, run, block. Coach can call any play with any guy in there. Brandon made a big play down the sideline with a nice catch. Sony had 3 touchdowns. So, any given week it could be anybody, and that's kind of how our offense is.
James, what did Eric Tomlinson and Ben Watson mean tonight? You were down 2 tight ends, those guys in their first game together with the team, including a 4th down completion to Ben.
Oh, it's awesome. Coming in during this week, 1 week of preparation, and them coming in and playing a lot of plays is really impressive. Ben did great, Eric did great. I said they'll continue to build on that. It's not easy just coming in on a 1 week and going out there and playing a lot of plays, so hats off to them too.
James, how about Landon Roberts playing some fullback?
Oh, yeah, he's perfect for that position. He's a guy who loves to hit. He's real physical, so, he's perfect at that spot.
Jacoby, one last thing about Jacoby Myers. He showed himself throughout training camp, preseason. The last couple of weeks in particular, what has stood out to you about his poise and his reliability?
He's been staying locked in. Obviously, before Josh got hurt and whatnot, he may not have played that much, but he when he got in there, he made plays for us. But today he played a lot of plays, made some big plays on 3rd downs, and I say he's a good football player. Sometimes you never know when your opportunity is going to come, and today was one of them, and he capitalized on it.
They're just waiting for Belichick now.
Are you giving me my case? The shoe? Is Mike coming back or he's done? Oh, Mike's still back. He's coming back? Yes.
But I don't think Zolak's coming.
He's coming back later.
Yeah. Waiting on Belichick.
I just don't like it.
So the Patriots have got penalty to the bags.
It's always always good to win a division game on the road. Thought that our guys were ready to go today. Got off to a good start. That was a great opening drive. Seemed like took up most of the first quarter. Had some turnovers on defense. Good complementary football all the way across the board. Offense, defense, special teams. A lot of guys contributed tonight, which is what you need for a good division win on the road. So. Got to give the players a lot of credit. They played hard. They played relentlessly, and we're able to make some plays early in the game, and play pretty solid for 60 minutes. So short week, quick turnaround here. I'll have to get going on Cleveland in a hurry, but always good to win a division game on the road.
Coach, holding the Jets scoreless, creating that many turnovers, Sam Darnold on the sidelines was mic'd up saying he was seeing ghosts out there, you were confusing him that much. Is that as comprehensive as a defensive performance as you've ever been part of as a coach?
Yeah, well, we have a lot of good players, and they played well tonight, so give the players credit for their effort and their playmaking. So we'll see what happens next week. We got a big challenge ahead of us with the Browns, so we'll see what happens. But each week's a challenge in this league, and you're only as good as your last game. So we'll have to see what we can do next week.
How much confidence does a win like this give your group going forward to next week?
It's always good to win. I think we're confident, but we'll have to start all over again. We emptied the tank tonight. We'll have to fill it up this week, and be ready to empty it again next week against Cleveland. So that's the way it is every week in this league.
Were you pleased with the way that Josh and Tom Brady got the offense moving tonight, considering no Burkhead and Gordon, two starting tight ends were out, you're using your linebacker and fullback, just how they were able to overcome a lot of that stuff?
Yeah, so we got our players played well. All of them played well on offense, defense, special teams, and made some big plays, and had a lot of good solid plays. So it takes everybody doing their job. It doesn't take one guy can't move the ball, one guy can't stop stop the other team. You got to have all 11 guys working together. We had a lot of that tonight.
Red zone defense, Bill, tonight was very good. The 2 interceptions, I think 2 of the 4 came in the red zone. How good was the defense in terms of showing Sam different looks?
Yeah, well, I think Duran and Devin and Brooks, when he was in there, those guys do a really good job of disguising the coverages. Jason, John Jones, Steph, J.C. Jackson. I mean, the secondary works very hard at that, at disguising and moving around, being in different spots, doing the same thing from different places and so forth. So, they take a lot of pride in that. They're very, very good at it. And depends on what the offensive formation and look is. They can adapt their disguise to try to fit the look. And so, they do a real good job of that.
How much does it help the whole team as a whole when both sides start off quickly? You have the 16th play, and then you get the interception and get the ball back to the offensive league.
You always want to play complementary football, and the offense can help the defense, and special teams puts their offense in bad field position, and we can hold that field position and get the ball back or turn the ball over and set up the offense. I mean, that's the complementary football that you like for your team to play, and so we had a lot of examples of that tonight. Players did a great job.
Bill, without Ryan and Matt, you brought back Ben this week, brought in Eric Tomlinson, and both played extensively tonight and contributed in a lot of different ways. How pleased were you with the contributions they were able to make?
Yeah, both Eric and Ben did a real good job this week of catching up, not only from an assignment standpoint, but getting extra reps on the practice field and getting timing and so forth in both the running game and the passing game. So I thought they both competed well. It's good to be able to put some bigger people on the field, not being 4 and 3 wides on every single play. So we had some productive plays from that. Hopefully we can build on that and balance off our different personnel groupings a little bit more than we have in the past couple of games.
Bill, you're up 24-0, second quarter. You gathered the defense on the bench and kneeled in front of them. What did you say to them? What are you trying to do?
I can't remember. I'm not sure. Probably plays something about some plays we need to stop, or we had a few penalties there, one drive, so I'm not sure what it was.
Speaking of putting bigger people on the field in the goal line situation, when you scored the last touchdown, James coming in, Jermaine was on the field as well. A heavy set like that, and how did you conceive that?
Yeah, well, just trying to match up. I mean, Jets have a very, very physical front, big front. Those guys do it. They're hard to block. They're a hard team to run against, and so we were trying to put some guys out there that were competitively matched up size-wise, and see if we could grind out a couple tough yards. But they're a good goal line defense. They're hard to run against. They made a big stop last week against Dallas. Dallas was in an empty formation, try to throw in 2-point play, and so that's not really the answer. Sometimes you just got to try to close it up and pound it in, and that's tough too. So try to pick out something you think's best. Fortunately, we got some good blocking there, and Sonny was able to squeeze it in, but that was a tough yard.
Bill, in a game like this, when you're up 24-0 at halftime, how much discussion is there on the sideline, locker room, what have you, about finishing the game strong on both sides?
Yeah, we talk about playing 60 minutes every week, and we try to carry through that with that. So that's what we prepare for. That's what we train for. I think our team's in good condition. We just try to compete for 60 minutes every week, and hopefully we can continue to do that. That's what it'll take.
What'd you make of the Jets declining those 2 penalties when you were punting in the fourth quarter? It looked like the camera cut to you and you kind of had a smile on your face. Do you think there was any gamesmanship involved there?
No. It was just the way the rules are set up. We were able to, run quite a bit of time off the clock without really having to do anything. So it's probably a loophole that'll be closed, and probably should be closed, but right now it's open.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Yep, thank you.
Were there ghosts out there tonight?
I don't know, man. We were just locked in tonight, I think, as a defensive unit. When you get a lot of time to prepare for a game, you start just going over everything over and over again. And I think it showed for us tonight as a defensive unit of just being prepared, extra time. We got to go over, playing games in Miami. We got to go over some of the Miami problems that we've had, the first game. So we got to go over a lot of stuff. So I think as a unit, we were well prepared tonight.
What about the red zone defense, Devin? Yours wasn't, but 2 of the 4 interceptions were in the red zone, and Bill talked about the communication back there in the secondary. What makes you guys so good, or made you guys so good tonight in the red zone?
Yeah, I've been saying that all year. Third down and red area is the key to us defensively, and it's something we work on every week. We talk about it in the meeting room. We talk about it when we're on our own of how we want to play things, because we kind of understand, the field shrinks, but it's a tough area. Teams motioning, trying to do kind of gadget stuff. It's just a lot going on in the red area, and it happens fast. So we always talk about trying to be on the same page, and it shows up. And I think what always helps our red area defense is when our front is able to keep the quarterback in the pocket and apply pressure. And we saw that tonight, made a big difference of, being able to have those 2 interceptions in the red area.
Given everybody always on the defense has to pull on the same chain, it seems like always the guys up front seem to be making a play on the quarterback to help you guys get the interception on the turnovers in the back end. How important have those guys been up front the last couple of games, because they've been seen run at the quarterback a lot?
Yeah, it's been all year. We talk about being aggressive. We talk about trying to make our own plays defensively and not just, sitting back and waiting. And those guys do a good job of it. And I think it's our overall understanding of the defense. At times it could be a safety that adds in there. It could be one of the backers, the lineman, understanding that it'll keep switching, and that makes it tough on teams. So we just got to keep doing those things, understanding now 7 games in, teams have more film on us. They're going to design things to do a little different. So we got to be ready to adjust. We got to be ready to continue to be versatile with our personnel and still try to make plays.
With your pregame speech, it was pretty fiery, and you're obviously mentioning to the guys in not so many words what Darnold said about trying to find a weakness in your defense. So what were you trying to convey to the guys with that?
I take a great honor in getting to talk to those guys before the game, and for me, it's all about getting our best. And whenever we step on the field, it's us playing at our best. Not really even much to do with our opponent, but us coming out and understanding it's a blessing for us to have the opportunity to play with each other. It changes every year, and I've learned that throughout my 10 years, and I want us to take advantage of every opportunity. So tonight, a big night, Monday Night Football, a division game, team we've already played, earlier in the year. So I was just trying to get the guys fired up and ready to go tonight, and I guess it worked out well for us.
Did it irk you what he said, what Sam said?
This is football. I never expect the opponent to come in the game and think they're going to lose to us. Like that's crazy to think. So, they're a good football team, and he's going to be a great player in this league. He continues to get better each year. So, I wasn't surprised he was confident. They beat a good Dallas team last week. And I think for us, it was about rising to that challenge. We knew they were coming home game night, Monday night, fired up. We wanted to get off to an early start, and I thought that made a difference tonight.
Devin, two shutouts now on the year. Your turnover stats are through the roof, just leading the league and everything. Are you guys getting a special feeling about this defense right now?
No, I think we're getting a feeling of the blueprint of what it takes each week to come out and play well. And I've been a part of teams where we've played well and then we haven't played well, and it's because we didn't follow that blueprint. So we'll get over this one fast because we got a Cleveland team that's coming off a bye week that's going to try to come in to Foxborough and get a big win on the road. So to me, that's what it's about. It's about the blueprint of coming out each week, each day in practice, putting in the work, studying film, getting on the same page. We're talking about adjustments right after the coin toss of something that might come up in the game. Like it's guys being that locked in that's giving us the ability to play well. So we have to keep doing that because for the rest of this season, we're gonna get every offense's best shot. They're gonna be ready to go. We're not gonna surprise anyone. We just got to keep being locked in.
Devin, is it energizing? Is it energizing for you guys as a defense when you start to see a team get rattled, when you start to see them get frustrated when things that they're expecting to work don't?
I think that helps. Getting off. I think for us is getting off on third down and turning the football over, and I think that's what gets us fired up. Because when you can do that, you're gonna frustrate any team. You can go out there and get turnovers, make them go 3 and out, get off the field. Listen, we got one of the best offenses in the last 10 years I've been here. If we can keep getting them on the field, 4, 5, 6 turnovers, that's going to make a difference in the game. So I think we feed off that, of having an opportunity to get them the ball back, them go make plays. We make a couple plays of our own, and then we could get a game and get in control of that game, make them one-dimensional, make it a passing game, and then we can really start doing what we love to do.
Final question.
We don't have to have one.
Thank you. Good
Good
night.
night.